Okay, hey y'all, so I went a little ham on the lips. Okay. So today we are here to talk about my favorite Milani products. So I'm just gonna jump right in. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment, anything that you want to see. Let's just get into it. So first, I'm gonna kind of go in order of like steps that I would go in, like face and then eyes. Like I'm just one of those people. I do my face before my eyes. So first, I want to talk about the Milani Prime Light. Oh my god, I didn't even use this spray. Okay, Anyway, first I want to talk about the Milani Prime Light Primer. I love this primer. There was a time in my life where this was used every single day. I didn't use any other primer. I love it. It feels like a nice moisturizer. I don't have a huge problem with pores, but I feel like it does smooth out a little bit of my texture. Not too much, but a little bit. And the glow is beautiful. And I think that it helps a tiny bit with longevity. Nothing that's like crazy noticeable, but nothing that is crazy noticeable, but it is just a really great primer at the drugstore. It's great. So as we know, Milani is drugstore. I'm not going to say that every time. Everything in this video is drugstore, and it's awesome. So I will say that there are a few things that I haven't tried. So they have a few new things coming out. They have 3 new mascaras, eyebrow stuff, and some like lip dazzlers, I think is what they're called. They're like a liquid, like single eyeshadow. I saw them online. I have not seen them in person, so I have not tried them out. Some things, everything else from that line, except for the color correcting wheel, I have tried. I will say that I have not hated anything, but if I don't mention it in this video, it means I've tried it and I just didn't like it enough to mention it or repurchase it. So there you go. Next, we're going to talk about the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. Mine is in the lightest shade, 00A Porcelain. I'm really happy that I have a shade. It actually might be like 1 shade too light, but if I remember right, usually I have to do that because like the 01 shade will be way too pink. I am pale, but I am yellow, so I'm warm. I'm not a pink white person, but a lot of very light shades, especially at the drugstore, are very pink. So whatever is like the lightest shade, I will go for the more yellow one, even if it's like a little bit too light or too dark. I'd rather be yellow and the color match be like off because it's too light or too dark than be a yellow tan, like, you know, than be like an olive body and a red face. That makes sense. So this is great. I would say that it is, it dries down to like a skin-like finish, and it is high medium to like, it's buildable. It's very buildable. I love. Today was actually the first day that I used it with a brush. I typically use all of my foundations with a beauty blender. This looks amazing with a beauty blender, and I personally think you get more coverage with this when you use a beauty blender. But as you can see, it looks fine with a brush too. I just never ever use a brush. I just was way too lazy to wet a beauty blender today. So then I want to talk about the Prep Set and Go Transparent Face Powder. I love this stuff. This is another one of the things. I don't have it on me, but the Prep Set and Glow one that is like this, that's like the super light, it's like transparent as well. These are wonderful. I love both of them. I am obviously out of the other one. I just haven't repurchased because I haven't like been to the store or whatever. But this completely transparent one and the transparent glow one are both amazing. I love them. I love to either go in with a brush like I did today, or I will just take my beauty blender and like rub it in there and then pat it under my eyes. Looks amazing both ways. I love these powders, and they're very sturdy. I like used my last one, so this one's like a super fresh guy. My last 2 that I went through, one of this and one of the glow one, I mean, I was like all the way to pan and like it was barely on the edges and it still didn't break. So I feel like this is super travel friendly as well. It is super sturdy powder, and like you would think if it's that hard it would not come off on your brush or on your beauty blender, but it does. It's like magic. So love this. Next, we're going to talk about Some of the highlighters. So I have, I think there's only 4 still. I have all 4, 1 through 4 of the single pan highlighters, and I love these. I didn't use these today because I used another highlighter from Milani. I really do love these. The only thing that I will say is that you have to use a super stiff brush. Like, I would say you have to use a brush like the Milani, what is this? Not Milani, the Real Techniques setting brush. You have to use a stiff brush like this to get like any product off. If you try to go in with a like looser brush or a fan brush, you're gonna get like no payoff just because it's like packed in there so firmly. Which isn't a big deal to me, but it is something that you have to take into consideration. Like if you use a fan brush every day for your highlight, which is what I used to do, and then you try to use this with a fan brush, like your first impression is going to be like, ew, this sucks. So just remember, you have to go in with a stiff brush with this one. These are a little bit newer from Milani, these trio. So they have this one, and then they have one with like more like cool colors. Like one of them's like an iridescent purpley blue, and then maybe it's like a green. I don't know. That's why I didn't pick it up, because it's not the like wearable one. This is the most wearable one, because it's like neutral shades. These are much softer, but as you can see, oh my gosh, they're amazing. It is like wet skin, so beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I've mentioned this in other videos, but how I like to use these, since obviously I'm not ever going to be able to highlight with these two. Maybe this one if I fake tan or get a tan, but I'm never going to be able to highlight with this. So what I like to do, especially when I'm pale, is mix these together, because if you ever notice, I always have a super glowy forehead as well, just kind of glowy entire face. Usually. So I will actually go in with like a highlighter first on everywhere that I would bronze, and then when I go over with like a normal bronzer on top of it, it tones it down just enough to where you have a nice glow, and it makes you, you know, it makes it able to, it makes it so that you can actually get use out of these colors. I also feel like highlighting the body with these types of colors when you are tan is more flattering than trying to highlight with this. So if I'm ever tan and I want to highlight my chest or like my shoulders, my boobaless, I will go in with these colors rather than this. So yeah, and then I use this shade on the tops of my cheekbones and like the center of my face, and it's beautiful. Love this. Really nice. I like the closure. It feels a little bit weighted, like it feels really nice in your hand, which I can also appreciate. Like compared, these kind of do too, but like this one is just like nice. It has like a really nice firm closure, and it's like a stiff like thing. Anyway, if that matters to you, there it is. The packaging is pretty nice. So then I want to talk about the Milani baked face products, like their baked bronzer and their baked blushes. Everybody went nuts over the baked blushes, but I didn't see a lot of people talk about the bronzers, and I have the shade 04 Glow in the baked bronzer, and it is absolutely wonderful. It's not too glowy. I think like the glow in it honestly just gives it like a skin-like finish. It doesn't look like a highlighter. It just looks like a nice skin-like bronzer, and is super, super blendable. Same with the blushes. I think that there's one of them, I believe it's the Coralina one, Coralina, something like that, that does have like pure glitter in it. But I have noticed with that one that if you just kind of take your brush with no product on it and like flick like your blush away, like the glitter kind of just comes off. I actually really like that shade. I did go in with the famous Luminoso today, everybody's favorite. It is very beautiful, very glowy. Everybody's heard about this blush. I love all of the blushes from this range, including the Coralina, Berry Amore, and Rose de Oro. I love them all. They're so, so beautiful. So beautiful. Again, a skin-like finish. The blushes have a teens more of a glow than like the bronzers do, but again, it's just kind of like a nice glow from within, skin-like finish. Beautiful color range on the blushes as well. So really like that. Now again, boom, that highlight was from this palette, and it's gorgeous. We already talked about that. So I'm kind of like just blasting through this. I'm really proud of myself. So as you can see, I have a lot of the Milani lip liners, And out of all of the lip liners I own, like 80% of them are the Milani lip liners. They are the wood pencil kind that you sharpen. So if you're not into that, you won't like these. But if you are into that, like me, these are amazing. And the color range is superb. It is so good. It goes to like a very dark, like berry colors. So pretty. So freaking pretty. So I love these. I get the most use out of 04 and 03. But I love a lot of them. I mean, I use them all the time. Whew. Okay, so I have a few different lip things. I have the matte lipstick. I have the Amore matte lip cream. I have one of the Brilliant Shine lip glosses, and I have a Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumping Gloss. So they're amazing. They are amazing. I like layered all of these on my lips today. That's why they look so intense as opposed to like the rest of my makeup. Oh yeah, so I didn't really go into the eyeshadow palettes, the new ones with the 12 eyeshadows, because the Soft and Sultry, I already did a first impression and review, and I have the Pure Passions, and I'm going to do those like in their own individual videos. I want to do a 3 looks in 1 palette for each of those palettes. So those are coming. Don't you worry, I do love them, and I still think that out of the 4 palettes, you only need Pure Passions and Soft and Sultry, and I love both of them. So, just so you know, I didn't go crazy on the eyes. I literally put like bronzer basically in my eyes and then like threw on some mascara, but anyway, just so you know, those videos are coming. I do love them. You should get them. Done. Okay, so I really love, like I need a bunch of new colors in the Matte Amore lip creams that they have. Oh my gosh. Again, they smell so freaking good. They smell so freaking good. I have the shade 39 Pretty. It's like this pinky nude. I have like all nudes in these. And it is, oh my gosh, they're so pigmented. They're so comfortable. It literally feels like nothing on your lip, and they last so amazingly. Honestly, all of the Milani lip products last a crazy amount. Even the lip glosses, like, they're so good. Again, I need more shades of these, but it's like, a part of me is kind of just like, why when I only ever do nudes anyway? Like, why? So, oh well. For the Brilliant Shine lip gloss, I have the shade Good Question. It's not on here, but it's kind of like this brownie nude. I really like this. This is the only color that I have that's like this, that isn't like a pinky nude. It's actually on the brown side, which I really, really, really love. I get so much use out of this, and again, lasts forever. So the last thing that I have is the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper Gloss. Now, these are the newest thing I have seen, and this is like so amazing. So amazing. It does have that like tingly, like mentholy kind of feel to it. First of all, the doe foot is huge, which I love. It's such a pretty, super light pinky nude, like almost clear pinky nude, but that's why I love this shade so much. This is the shade 06 Bear Pink. What a perfect name. It's literally what it looks like on the lips. I will wear this a lot of time with like super minimal makeup as well. If I don't want like a clear gloss, or I want that like lip plumping effect, I really, really like this. Again, it does have that like tingly, mentholy feeling, but for like, I don't know, 3 minutes, and it's not even really that intense at all. It feels like, I don't know, like you got like you were sucking on a mint, and it got on your lips a little bit. Like, that's really what it feels like. So yeah, so those are all of the Milani products that I absolutely love. As soon as I get my hands on the brow products, the mascara, and those like dazzle shadows, they will be in a video, and you will hear about them, and you will hear exactly what I think. So yeah, I hope that you found this video helpful in any way. Hopefully you did. Let me know down below what you think. I don't think I have anything else to say other than, well, everything that I used on or off camera will be listed in the description bar below, along with my Instagram and any other like helpful links or links to videos, anything that I talked about, it'll be down there. So I don't have anything else to say, so wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just have a good one. Bye!